An epidemic of homelessness and drug abuse has overtaken Canada.
Heroin, best thing in the world.
There's a lot of like open abuse, but there's also a lot of mental illness.
These people do not have to live like this. They don't have to live like this.
Because we're outside, smash your camera.
You see overdoses while on your way to dinner and people showing up while walking to a show.
Right here, people are walking into this theater to go see like a play right now. And what you have to walk through to get here is this. It's truly upside down. I don't know another word. I don't know another term for it.
But why? We went to find out.
Stop treating YouTube frat boys as legitimate journalists, because they're not. I took a look at the RocaNews one. I can't help but wonder if they've been invited here by someone to make this seem worse.
In every city we visited in Ontario, encampments had overtaken downtowns. To find out why, our readers told us to go to Kitchener, Ontario's 4th largest city.
This is a proper encampment.
Downtown, we found a large encampment directly opposite a harm reduction center, which is the first puzzle piece in the mystery of Canada's drug crisis.
So is there anyone here? Are you guys staff here? Yeah. So will we be able to talk to you just for a couple minutes? Would that be okay?
We could only get one interview inside the harm reduction center with someone who said she was a staffer. Yet as we talked to her, we realized she actually wasn't.
I guess we're curious to learn about just like the kind of services that are available for people around here. What local communities?
New York State. It's comparable. It's not national.
Harm reduction.
Yep. My job is basically just CSIS sends a spy. That's the Canadian Secret Intelligence Service. It's my job to make sure they don't assault anyone. Me and Zelensky talked directly via Instagram, Telegram, and Signal. And it was my hopeful suggestion to him that I would get press training.
Thank you for talking to us. Thanks. So that is a harm reduction center where you can go in and you can get your syringes and test your fentanyl and make sure that it's not going to kill you. And we're going to go across the street here and see what's going on.
Harm reduction centers provide drug testing and paraphernalia so people can take their drugs in a safe environment. But they also give out free food, water, bus tickets, even sometimes cigarettes, and people as a result set up encampments directly next to them. At this encampment, volunteers, young progressives, gave out dog food, cigarettes, food, and whatever else the people living in the encampment asked for.
Could you get some salt?
As they did so, people took all nearby, and mentally ill people were screaming out loud.
Can I ask how is it that you ended up living here?
I got hit in the car actually. Lost my job. Couldn't work for a while. I just ended up here. You know, before you know, you end up here.
Divorce.
Yeah. Divorce, dude. Yeah.
Garbage dump.
What do people think about it?
Garbage dump. That's what I think about it. All these poor bastards. In the winter time, when it gets cold, I don't know what they do.
You get cold like that.
You're saying they throw stuff at your window?
Yeah.
Is that why you're cleaning it right now?
Yeah, I'm taking almost 1.5 hours.
So I just learned a new term. We were talking to someone in the pizzeria across from the encampment, and she used the term folding. She said the people come in here and sometimes they're folding. We said, what's that? It's the fentanyl. Didn't know there's a term for it, but here there is folding.
The volunteers refused to talk to us, and one person accused us of making poverty.
It definitely is poverty, so I have no interest in talking to you.
If we were doing poverty, I don't think we'd be in Kitchener, Ontario, to be honest. There's
actually, Kitchener, Ontario is pretty fucking grimy. You know what? I had my own fucking radio show for a while, and it was much better than your shit. Because we're outside, smash your camera.
I'm Max.
I'm Joseph Stalin.
Well, essentially, we want to know about the human story here, right? People talk about like the encampments, but we want to talk to like the people, right? The human beings who live here.
Can you hold on 1 second?
Yeah. What kind of services do you guys get here?
There's no water. There's no running water. Like, we got running water across the street. There's a tap that we can use. A soup kitchen across the street where people can go and get their supplies and go get services that they need. Supposedly they provide security for us. Security isn't here actually for us. Security's here just to monitor us.
How long have you lived here?
I was actually one of the first 25 people here, probably about 3 years ago. Got out of jail, came back here. I lived in a shelter for 1.5 years. While I was there, I went to jail for 2 weeks, lost my place there, came back here. Everyone is entitled to shelter, and since the region can't provide shelter for all the homeless in the region, that we're entitled to this this place. Homelessness in the region has went from 1,100 to 2,300, and that's in like two years. I refuse to live at the shelters because like I'm an artist, so I have all my stuff. But you're limited to what you can bring there. They don't let you bring a TV, they don't let you bring anything like that.
You get like monthly payments from the government, or how does that work?
You can get up to $700 for rent and living expenses.
And do they enforce like how you spend it after that, or is it just you can spend it wherever?
Spend it however you want. People end up spending all their money on drugs, stuff like that. There's a lot of like open drug use. But there's also a lot of mental illness. I think Safe Supply has helped a lot of people, and it's helped raise awareness, because I know there's people like in regular families who come and pick up supplies for the loved one before they were hiding it, right? Which means they're using alone, which means they're more likely to, overdose. But on the flip side, I guess it's probably maybe led to a few people using it probably shouldn't be using, right?
Harm reduction clinics and encampments have been set up side by side across Ontario. While drugs remain illegal, the police just choose not to punish it. This ideology has a grip on Canada's progressive regions like Ontario.
You get people in McDonald's doing meth in the bathroom, and the cops would just drive by. I'm not perfect. I've done like 10 years ago I did it, but I'm not gonna keep doing it. Oh, it was shitty. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do fuck all.
What about heroin?
Heroin? Best thing in the world. If you were on it and a girl come and starts fucking you off, you'd push her away and you'd say, leave me alone, just let me be. Because it's the best thing in the world.
Underpinning this is a progressive ideology that sees criminalizing addiction or drug use as capitalist, classist, racist, and immoral. The result is places that look like this. Addiction is obviously one cause of homelessness, yet there is another, which is high housing costs. Canada's housing prices have tripled in the last 20 years, making housing unaffordable for many. The average house in Canada now costs around $500,000 USD.
20 years ago when we were coming out of school, houses that were $350,000 are now $800,000, $900,000, like $1.2 million is the median.
A lot of our young people who used to be able to get into housing are lucky if they can even afford an apartment and get into an apartment.
Instead of single one-man household income that could raise a whole family and buy a new car, now it takes two incomes. I can barely afford a house. Like, these houses are not worth that.
There are numerous causes of this, but in essence, it boils down to this. Canada engineered one of the world's largest housing booms by combining low interest rates, high immigration, and rigid zoning, then let investors buy it up as an investment. The result is unaffordable housing.
Almost no place has seen a bigger spike than Toronto, so we're gonna go find some houses on Zillow and see what you get for your money here in central Toronto. First property's around the corner. It is a 5-bed, 4-bath for 2.99 million Canadian. It's a nice neighborhood, but it's not anything super fancy. I mean, these are kind of typical middle-class looking home, but you ain't middle class if you're dropping $3 million on this house. So we've been driving for around 4 kilometers. We've passed a lot of homes and not the nicest neighborhoods. And even now, the houses are not affordable. Obviously, these houses, a couple $1 million, it's out of the price range of anyone looking to buy a home, start a family, so on. We picked one here, $749,000. It's about $540,000 USD, 2-bed, 2-bath, and this is what it looks like.
If you're enjoying this video, learning something from it, please subscribe. The whole point of this page is to give an unbiased and honest look at what's happening around the world. Most of our videos are purely on the ground, talking to people, but we want to do more of these deep dives where we really look at the truth of problems and understand why they exist. So if you support that mission, if you're tired of big news companies suppressing stories or not reporting on what matters, hit that subscribe button. High housing prices are an issue, yet many people pointed out to us that people there do get benefits and they choose to live outside because they want to.
They have places to live too. They just choose to live here because they don't want to pay rent. These people do not have to live like this. They don't have to live like this, because Canada, you never should have to live like this.
I was talking to one of the workers here, and he didn't want to be on camera because he's an official. And a lot of these people, they still live here, even though that the government is building all of the motels and hotels, because a lot of these people were sexually assaulted in those motels. So they come back here, they move the motels that the government provides for them, they move back because they feel safer here.
Other people we met pointed out that once you're homeless, it's easy to become an addict and difficult to get off drugs.
They wake up to the same thing. You know, like when you go home and say you go to a wedding or you go to the bar, you wake up and you're hungover, but you get up and you get going because you got a wife, kids, friends, school, life. They get up and they just see the same thing. And it's hard not to, you know, reuse. It really is.
You lose your apartment, you end up on the streets. That's as low as you can feel. So when people are coming up to you saying, hey, try this, this will make you feel good, you're down in the dumps, you're going to try it to feel good. And then it's got you.
Some of these guys, 40, 50 years old, say they have mental disabilities and they're living with their parent, and then their parents pass away and they had a house that they had to pay a mortgage on, right? Now they're out on the streets and they got no one looking over to them. Like they you go to the detox and then they put you back out, and then how are you supposed to get clean when you don't have people to hang out with? You're going back to hang out with the same people.
So many people in Canada are angry about this situation. People we met told us they were moving away, while many others called for serious punishment of drug users and drug dealers.
They're not gonna come, and there's kids playing there right now. Like, I have no option but to move back.
Oh, I'm moving away, yeah. My son back there, he's 5. Like, he shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
I have zero tolerance. If I had my way, I'd go through them with a bulldozer. And beyond that, my taxpaying money pays for them.
I believe in capital punishment. Major drug dealers, they're a menace to society. Death penalty. Once tried and convicted, sentenced to death within a year.
Now, we've made these videos all over the world, and we have many similar problems in the US. Now, that being said, even in Portland or Kensington, Philadelphia, we've seen nothing like what we saw in Canada. Here, people sat next to us smoking crack and fentanyl. They approached us on the street, offering us meth. It was totally normalized. There is no fear of us, the police, of our cameras. People just took the drugs in the open and believed that they were able to do so. Even the children we met in Canada are used to this.
It's really just a zombie town.
Yeah, really.
That's the truth.
There's a lot of crack homeless people here.
I take him outside every time, and every time I'm walking down this place, I just see like them doing drugs, everything like that. Smoking, weed, drugs, a lot.
So you might be wondering what politicians are doing about all this. Well, when we posted our video from London, Ontario, which had the most egregious homelessness and drug issue of any city we've ever been to, the deputy mayor released a podcast attacking us and saying that we were producing fake news.
Stop treating YouTube frat boys with monetized YouTube channels as legitimate journalists, because they're not. And really what they're doing is distorting the truth considerably, and the city knows that, you know, and I can't help but wonder if they've been invited here by someone
to make this seem
worse.
Throughout this hour-long interview, he talked about how we were spinning lies and making up narratives, despite the fact that people in the video told us what was happening, and we didn't put any of our own commentary into it.
This is gonna sound awful, but we've pretty much kind of been a doormat for the city for those issues that you're driving by and seeing and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's not a district problem, it's not a community problem, it's a city problem, and we're all part of that city. So
when the deputy mayor posted this to his Facebook page saying he debunked the theory of the zombie city, tons of people came out to comment saying that we were the truth, and they accused him of gaslighting them. So what are the politicians doing about this? At least in London, Ontario, they're closing their eyes.
What does the city of London do in response to this?
Having these conversations with legitimate journalists like yourself, providing them responses and sort of debunking the nonsense.
Now, the causes of addiction and homelessness are numerous. Yet what's clear is this. In Ontario, progressive drug policies have met with extraordinary housing prices, and the result is an unmitigated disaster.
There's so much hurt and stuff that these people carry with them that you don't know, because you can't really do anything about it. Like, people complain about them doing drugs and shit, but like, they're gonna do it anywhere else. And like, the thing is, like, most of these people, they just want to get their job and they just want to mind their own fucking business. A lot of they're actually some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. They'll talk to you like an open book. If you respect them, they'll respect you. Like, they'll give your shirt off the back and throw some rich guy would, I swear to God.
In the next episode of RocaNews Canada, we do a similar deep dive looking at immigration. Why is there so much of it? What impact is it having? Who is behind it? That's the subject of the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss it.